Hi, and welcome to the balcony. I'm your host, Robert Rodriguez, and I will also be your guest for today. Today, I'm gonna share with you my auto ethnography. I was born on a hot summer Saturday afternoon in a border town called Eagle Pass, Texas, in June 11th, 1983, to a hardworking couple by the names of Maria Palafox Rodriguez and Fidel Rodriguez. I'm the youngest of a family of two brothers and a sister, Fidel Jr., Sandra, and Ricardo. Ricardo used to be the baby until I came along. Ricky and me are 15 years apart. My roots go back to Mexico. My dad is from Piedras Negras, Coahuila, and my mom is from Cloete, Coahuila. I never met my grandparents from my mother's side because they passed away by the time I was born. On my dad's side, I never met my grandfather for the same reason, but I am lucky to still have one grandma with me who can share stories from the past. She turned 100 this past April, and for being that age, she is in good shape. This is my father having a conversation with her, and that is my mother. In this conversation, she is talking about her parents who were from Spain. So past my Mexican roots are my Spanish roots. My mom only had one sister, but she passed away a long time ago, right in front of my eyes. The rest are half-sisters. My parents met and married in Piedras Negras. Right after marriage, they moved to the United States in search of a better life with more opportunities. They worked in a factory in Eagle Pass for many years, right before I was born. After working for many years, my dad managed a fried chicken restaurant, though he had always had a dream of having his own business. In 1985, his dream came true. The restaurant where my dad worked closed down, and my dad bought some of the equipment. He decided to take the risk and open Rhodey's Country Fried Chicken. The name Rhodey's originated from her last name, Rodriguez, and country describes the style of chicken that we sell. I was only 2 years old at the time, but as I grew, I would go with my mom to help out and play. I saw how creative they were in developing strategies and new tastes. That has inspired me to seek an independency where I can use my talents to develop my own films and hopefully one day my own studios. In 1988, I was integrated into the school system. I started attending kinder at the Early Childhood Center. Since I wasn't used to being without my parents, I remember standing at the entrance crying when they wouldn't be waiting for me outside right when the bell rang. After 1 year of kindergarten, I entered San Luis Elementary. It did not look like this at all since it was rebuilt 5 years ago. I went to San Luis from 1st to 6th grade. Here, I had some of the best teachers teach me English, reading, and math. When I entered elementary, I did not speak much English. It was until 2nd grade that I learned how to read and write the language. I was also small size during these years, which I think led me to be competitive and show everyone that no matter my size, I could still do it. In May 1995, just before getting out of 6th grade, an event that had a great impact in my life occurred. My oldest brother Fidel, who loved to practice the sport of bull riding, had passed away in a bull riding accident. I was sad and traumatized by the fact that I would never see him again. The only comfort that I had was that he was now in a better place and he left this world doing what he loved best. After elementary, I enrolled in Memorial Junior High School. I attended junior high from 7th to 9th grade. Then I entered Eagle Pass High School, 9th and 10th grade campus. I only attended this school for my sophomore year. It was during these years that I was tested to withstand and follow what my parents had taught me at home. I've met many people I had never met with similar yet very different backgrounds. Peer pressure was the main challenge, but I remember I carried with me values and became strong before falling into temptation. Finally, after those tough years, I entered Eagle Pass High School, CC Wynn campus, where I attended my junior and senior year and graduated in 2001. When it was time to leave, my parents didn't really want me to, but they understood I had to continue an education, just like in that book, Crazy Loco. I attended the University of Texas at San Antonio and graduated in 2005 with a degree in communications. During my college years, I participated as a producer and actor for an independent film called The Escape of the Los Santos. With this film, I gained knowledge and experience in the foundations of filmmaking. I share this knowledge and experiences with my students to help them evolve in the field. The one aspect that I cannot dominate is acting. Acting and talking in front of the camera are my weaknesses. So what I'm doing right now, talking to the camera, is a big challenge for me. I think I take it as a challenge because of my accent. In a border town, it is not noticeable, but as I move interstate, it becomes very noticeable. It was a big challenge for me when I started teaching because students expect a teacher to be perfect, but I overcame that thought. After I graduated from UTSA, I went job seeking. My former media tech teacher informed me about a media tech opening. I had always said that I would love to teach media tech, so I applied and I was granted the job at Eagle Pass High School as a media tech teacher. The inspiration that I have from my parents' creative ways has influenced me to create new strategies for shows that I produce with my students. I love to create. It is a perfect job. I teach what I love to do best with kids from my hometown. My leadership platform is to create an environment for students where they are treated equal by having the opportunity to learn and express their knowledge in different ways. I grew up with kids from different socioeconomic status, and my parents always taught me not to look down on anybody. I strongly believe in leading by example. W.B. Du Bois states, "Children learn more from what you are than from what you teach." I strongly abide by this because one wrong step and I will lose the respect of the community. The Catholic religion has always played a very powerful role in my life. When I was a baby, I got baptized, which was followed by communion and later the confirmation. Throughout junior high and high school, I served in church as a youth leader and by picking up the money. Religion is a foundation where I set back my decisions and values. Politics control the atmosphere by decisions made by those in power. I believe that decisions should be made based on ethics and beliefs, not on personal benefits. Sadly, we live in a world where the haves benefit from the have-nots, which causes a cycle that is challenged to continue, yet at the same time to be broken. The values from my family and experiences from the past have been the foundation that lay out how I drive my life. When I was small, I used to be a little guy, which led me to be defensive and competitive. In my LSI, I am perceived as passive defensive and at the same time competitive. People perceiving me as a small guy caused me to feel insecure about myself and to become self-aware. Being the youngest, my brother and my sister have always showed love and have advised me throughout my life. My girlfriend Megan has played a major role in my life. She's been a witness of how I have changed and matured along the way. She has helped me become more secure of myself and to value relationships. My friends have always been there for me to offer support and advice when needed. My parents taught me love, discipline, and sacrifice. I carry these values with me to my classroom every day to establish relationships, manage my classroom, and show students that it takes work to reach a goal. I also take the strategies that I learned from past teachers to my classroom. I motivate by setting myself as an example to my students of my accomplishments in order to establish a connection. I have nieces and nephews who look up to me and view me as an example too. I am now going on my 4th year as a teacher, and I am currently seeking my master's in education at Texas State University. I have been provoked to search for the factors of my family that I do not know. In the near future, I would like to move to a city and teach in an area where cultures are more diverse. I would like to move because I want to experience working in a diverse environment. I want to learn and connect with different cultures. I want to expand my horizons and minimize my language barrier. After being gone for a while, I would like to return to my hometown someday and create a form of opportunity in the film industry. There is not a lot that is offered right now, but I have faith that I will be able to do it someday. For the meantime, I have a lot to discover. I want to thank you for letting me share this with you, and on our next episode, Dr. Guajardo will be here to share his final thoughts on the class. Thank you for watching The Balcony, and I will see you next time.